Why do I use the year notations BCE and CE when talking about Irish mythology instead of BC and AD? Because they're better. It really boils down to this. When was Jesus born according to the Bible? No, it's not year zero. There is no year zero. And it's not 1 AD. AD meaning Anno Domini, in the year of the Lord, although that would certainly make sense. Most scholars agree that assuming Jesus actually existed, the Gospels and the reign of the historical King Herod point to him being born around 6 or 4 BC. Do you see the problem? BC is short for before Christ. So using that notation, I'd be forced to say something like, according to the Bible, Jesus Christ was born in the year 6 before Christ, which is nonsensical. That's why when I studied the Bible and Christianity at university, the professors, including Christian professors, used the Common Era and before the Common Era year notations. That way we could discuss topics like when was Jesus born without contradicting ourselves. But this is a channel about Irish mythology, not Christianity. Why does the Jesus birth year thing even matter? Because for better or worse, Christian scribes were responsible for recording the Irish myths. And they did their best to weave Ireland's gods and other mythical figures into a broader Christian context, tracing the lineages of certain mythical Irish characters all the way back to Adam and Eve, and even alluding to Jesus in certain myths. Hence, I do talk about the J-Man and Christianity on this channel from time to time, so I use BCE and CE across the board. That being said, I get that many people still prefer BC and AD, which is fine. You'll never find me in someone's comments section deriding them for their year notation preference. Meanwhile, in my channel's comments, yeesh. I've had folks tell me that using BCE and CE is akin to Christian cultural appropriation, but I'm not sure how that works because I was raised Christian. Am I appropriating my own culture? I've also heard that using BCE and CE is an attack on Western civilization, which is weird because these notations were invented in the West by a Westerner. Johannes Kepler coined the term Vulgar Era, aka Common Era, in 1615. What's more, instead of outright replacing the work of the Eastern Roman monk Dionysius Exiguus, who invented the BC AD notations in 525, Kepler preserved his system. Nay, he improved upon it. By keeping the years the same but changing the notations, Kepler eliminated the Jesus birth year contradiction without forcing everyone to update their calendars. Finally, for those keen to argue, well, if we're taking Jesus out of the year notations, then we should also change the names of the planets and the names of the days of the week because those have religious connotations as well. Yeah, to me that sounds like a fun experiment. Let's rename Jupiter, named for the Roman sky god, to Spot, and let's officially rename Wednesday, named for the Norse god Odin, to Hump Day. It'd be no skin off my hump if we did that. Granted, the initial comparison is flawed. The names of the planets and the days of the week don't lead to logical inconsistencies. And I'd be remiss not to mention that while there aren't many practitioners of ancient Greco-Roman or Norse religions left in the world, there are more than 2 billion Christians. And that is the real issue here. To the Christian faithful, or at least to a very vocal subset of them, moving away from BC and AD might feel at best like an erasure and at worst like an attack on their faith. To which I'd counter, how fragile must one's faith be if it can be shaken by just a few letters? Hey, just a quick announcement. My new channel, Folklore in Film, is officially live. And I'm here on location in New England to let you know that my first Folklore in Film video is on the Folklore in the Lighthouse that everyone missed. So go check that out and let me know what you think. Thanks. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you did not enjoy this video, go ahead and leave me one of those super thanks thingies, and I'll be sure to address your grievance. As always, my name is I.E. Kneverday, editor of the Celtic fantasy short story anthology Neon Druid, and creator of IrishMyths.com. Thanks for coming out.